Colonel sir, the floor is yours.
Akhil sir, you are on mute. I think he's frozen.
Am I audible now?
Perfect.
Am I audible, please?
Indeed,
Yes,
sir,
Colonel
you
sir,
are.
you are, sir. We can hear you.
On behalf of India Post Processing Society of India, Parkville, Prayag Flatlick Society and Flatlick Society of Rajasthan, and Viz India, that is VV Anand, we as a team of DaviPex welcome you. This event is the first of its kind in the history of India when only postcard exhibits will be displayed for better interaction and knowledge of many young students and matured citizens who have been collecting postcards for time immemorial. So with this event, we can have a proper networking of people who can pursue this hobby in a very organized manner and in a fruitful manner. And second most important thing is this: because of this event, WPAX, 9 circle of India have come together to release a set of postcards on a particular day throughout India. What I mean, on 1st October, when we will be celebrating 151st birthday of postcard, the entire India, south, north, east, west, and central will be coming up with a postcard to be used by our fraternity. Into the roadmap for this event, we have got a very encouraging response, and this response is in terms of quantum is like this: almost 18 nations of the world have joined us, and around 135 exhibits are ready for display as of today when I'm speaking to you. And till another 3-4 days, we will be touching a very respectable number of exhibits, and with a varied in topics from history, geography, fauna, flower, research, contemporary history, British India, likewise. So with this prologue, now we start a small presentation in an interactive manner. There is nothing knowledge sharing more than interaction. So first we are trying to show you a small presentation where you can understand, you know, most of the things about postcard, exhibitions, presenting, making exhibits, but we are just channelizing thought for people who are to present or make exhibit first time. And the people to understand exactly when we speak in colloquial language postcard, what does it mean to us? So our first slide will be about the postcard. So next slide is just a, you may not call it as a definition because it is not defined in any dictionary. It is a basic understanding of our fraternity of deltiologists, postcard printers, and the postcard artists. So this is what is defined as a postcard. You just please read each color-wise sentence, you will understand. The postcard must have illustration, that is the image. The size, shape, and material may vary. Nowadays, we can get wooden postcard, metal postcard, round postcard, disc postcard, illustrative postcard, painted postcard, embroidered postcard. Then any card which is to be taken as a postcard can be used or unused. When we say used, it should have all these content which are shown to you. That is, it should pass through a postal service. There should be some message or some postmark. So the next is unused. So unused postcard should have some icon or content to presume it is a postcard. That is, there should be lining for or space for address. There should be space available for affixing of the postage stamps. And it should have been printed with the intention for being delivered to your friend, family, or relatives. And the publisher or printer's idea should have been that it is to be used as a postcard. The next thing is the original contemporary postcard and private cards. When we say private card, I am very specific to it. Some people are printing the private card, but being printed on postcard stock. Stock means the thickness of the paper, the size of the card as per the UPU. The printing technology should be that in the journey of traveling, that image should not wiped out because of the vagaries of the weather. So if all these things have been considered, then it may be taken as a postcard. The last point is you can use vintage postcard if it is precious or it is very costly, it cannot be shown because it may be in your locker or it may be framed. Then you can use the reprint to show that exceptional circumstances because of which you are not able to scan that vintage postcard so that it should not be exposed to the light to deteriorate its condition. In that case, you have to just mention it. This is a reprint of a original contemporary vintage postcard in my possession. Next slide. Can we have next slide, please? So this slide will talk about so now I'm talking about the exhibit. So the exhibit basically is there any echo or am I audible?
You are audible, sir, but I do not know if there's another person who's been talking.
Okay, okay. I'll just. There is a so I continue with this.
Yes,
So
sir.
so next point is the exhibit. When we talk about an exhibit, basically what does it mean? So the exhibit can be made on various concept. The concept may be that you wanted to present to your audience a photo essay. I mean, you have woven a story, and with your text, you wanted to develop that story on any particular idea. Then it can be a travelogue, which is being exposed to your friends with the help of a postcard. It can be of a historical story, which you can present with the help of these postcards. So likewise, so first point is topographical. So any exhibit depicting the feature and history of a town, a city, or lake, or a mountain range, that can be taken as a topographical exhibit. Next is you may have any theory or theme based upon a particular photographer or a particular publisher or a particular artist. Whereas like we have got Ravi Verma. So Ravi Verma was a artist. If you are collecting postcard of Ravi Verma, then it can be taken in a series for Ravi Verma. Or if you are collecting Air India postcards, then you can make a series and present in that fashion, like documentation. So like you have got a series of postcard printed by Incredible India tourism industry. Then comes the thematic, where you are selecting a theme of your interest based upon some transport, sports, women in jobs, Olympics, like this. So that will come into this category where you can prepare your exhibit. In next slide, we will show you some more subheadings. This is about artistic. So nowadays for Delcurios in Belgium, they are having embroidered postcards. Somebody is having a blue cat illustration postcards. So these will come under artistic illustrations, including comics like Tintin series, Asterix series. Also, and they have got a postcard like Life on the Beach, Seascapes, which is in comic form of postcard. So then you can have this kind of theme. Then comes the modern themes. Modern themes is post-independence all over in world after the World War II, we take as modern. So all these modern, then you can classify in that theme, and you can have this theme supported with a contemporary postcard also. And then comes the open category where the space is unlimited as your flight of your thought you can have. So in that you can have services, social messaging, you can use then postal pictorial cancellations, you can use various messages or quotes given on the postcard by various great leaders and saints, right? And in this category, you can even support your exhibit with the help of relevant photographs, newspaper clippings, some menu card, some maps, some drawing, some matchbox labels, filnumery. You must be knowing filnumery is the art of collecting matchbox label. That can be used. So these are a broad aspect where we can make or prepare our exhibit. But this kind of event which we are organizing, we don't have any such thing to restrict anything, but just to give or bring all participants into a group. We have given 4 categories which were in the website, so that were being followed for this. So now we go to the next slide. That is idea, plan and treatment. So you just read each paragraph. It is self-explanatory. So these are the just elaborations for an exhibit about idea, plan and treatment. Any query on these aspects which you want to satiate your knowledge, you just note down. At the end of session, we can try to interact with you. So the next slide, we will further take you to another aspect of an exhibit. This is about your knowledge and research. So basically, this particular aspect is chosen to check or gauge your love for postcard or your love for your particular topic or theme on which you are collecting postcards. And it should not happen like this, whenever you get a postcard and you put it in an album and forget about it. Then it is not going to help you out in a long run about your bonding with that postcard. So then this knowledge and research on that postcard will make you a better person to know about the postcard itself. Similarly, the personal knowledge. So personal knowledge has to be sharpened with the help of postcards and friends in your ecosystem, so that you, beyond that postcard, you know the technical knowledge about that postcard. Maybe some friend of you has sent a postcard from, say, Taiwan in their native language. You may not be able to decipher the printed material on the back of postcard. Then you have to do your own homework to find out what is written, who is the printer. Likewise, like if it is from another country like Greek, where this Greek language cannot be deciphered by you, then you have to reach out to that person who has sent you a postcard to know more about it and note down some diary, so that whenever you want to display that postcard, you are not feeling handicapped and better prepared to expose your research on that postcard. So knowledge and research for a particular postcard is most important. So now we go to the another aspect about the exhibit. So the next slide. This is about your physical care taken for the postcard. So this is what, when you ask somebody to offer you a postcard from somewhere, how it has come to you, how you are keeping it in your possession, how you are taking care of its protection. So these things will be judged later on once these postcards are presented by you in any fashion. Many times it happens that our love for stamps overpowers the love for postcard. We dip it into the water to remove that stamps, and in that procedure we spoil the beauty of a postcard. What I mean to say, your love for philately should be separately taken care of than the love for that postcard, because postcard is a live entity. The moment you remove the stamp, you are losing the eye of the postcard, because there is a journey marks which you will lose even by manually removing the stamp, and you may be inflicting a injury or wound to that postcard by peeling off its upper surface on the reverse side. So what I'm saying, the condition and rarity of the postcard in your possession has to be very carefully nurtured, and the same thing will be seen by the other people to know about your love for the postcard. And even when you are procuring postcard on payment from some portal like Amazon, eBay, or your friends, see to it they are reaching to you in a better packed conditions or in a protected sleeves. So when you wish to produce it, it remains as if they have been taken care of its condition to show the rarity and the condition. So and same way, there are many other aspects which in the coming session we can clarify on these issues. So now we can move to the another dimension of this session with the help of a next slide. And this is where your creativity, your thought process comes on display. So first thing is that text must be attractive and tastefully arranged. It means whatever you're writing to develop your theme with the help of postcard, your text should be simple, easy to understand. I mean, your knowledge of or your vocabulary should not be exposed there, because there are some other people who are going to read that postcard text. So it should be simple. Then the overall impression has to be kept in mind in a balancing manner. And sometimes you have got a temptation to use border onto the page to modify or beautify your exhibit, but in the bargain you are losing the space, and you are making something which is going to distract the viewer, so his attention may be diverted away from your postcards. So avoid if you can. Then heading and subheadings should be very neatly drafted. Your text should be easy to read, and the aesthetic balance in positioning your postcard all along that exhibit should be properly taken care of. So this is what about presentation. Now we go to next point, which is basically self-explanatory. Each point is self-explanatory. Like how you plan an idea about that exhibit. The title should be accurate and interesting. Like if you are, like I got one title, Winged Beauty. I mean, interesting. So there is a beauty and it has got a wing. So a title like accurate and interesting should be selected. Subject matter of the exhibit should be very clear. Okay, what is your matter? What you wanted to show? And then you should plan to give balanced coverage of each aspect of your exhibit. Like if you are showing some exhibit on architecture, so then you are talking about Indo-Saracenic architecture, Victorian architecture, Vijayanagaram architecture. So your balance should be there. It should not be there out of 20 pages you are devoting 18 pages on Indo-Saracenic architecture and only one page for Vijayanagaram, and it is not getting balanced. Then your front page should be like very inviting. I mean, the viewer should not even have a desire to go to next page of your exhibit, because first page is so inviting for them. Then treatment. So whatever you have planned, it should be followed throughout the exhibit. Your development of plan should be through your text. Then distinction between information about the subject, that is your theme, and the deltiological information, that is about the technology of the postcard printing and thickness or publisher. It should be distinctly mentioned it. What I mean to say, if your text is in, say, black color, it means a theme, thematic expression. If you wanted to add deltiological expression, make another color, that is red. By red, you are telling postcard printed by Tuck and Company by monochromatic printing process. So this is deltiological information in different colors. So viewer is very clear. Then your text should support your postcard, and your text should not dominate the postcard. I mean, your text is much more than the area or space of the postcard. So that has to be taken care of. Then your choice of postcard should be unique and their placement should be very appropriate. I mean, it shouldn't look like two vertical postcards overlapping each other or subduing the text. Should not be there. You should have a very long range of postcards and a good depth of material. What I mean to say, like you are showing one picture postcard in your theme, you can go one prepaid postcard also, you can go a maxi card also, you can go for a bazaar card also. So in a theme, this can be included. So now we go to the next about important points. Keep it in mind for next slide. Again, knowledge and research on the subject, and which is very clear. Plan and text should reveal in-depth knowledge of topic of yours. If you are talking about, say, let's say you are talking about the birds of Himalaya, so you should be knowing about what is Himalayan birds, why they are called Himalayan birds, and why you are selecting this topic to display. So knowledge is shown by selection of postcards. It should not be hodgepodge or mixed thing where you have to support by only text. So you have to show the knowledge by selecting a postcard. And your knowledge should be enough to make a bridge or bond between the text and postcard. They should be complementary to each other. And it is point for no emphasizing that your exhibit should prove that you have researched and you have done your genuine study. Then again, the knowledge and research about the postcard itself. So you know the artist, you know the printer, you know the technique, and you know the articles used in the exhibit. For example, you are using a particular maxi card or a PHQ. You should understand what is the difference between a PHQ card or a maxi card. Or you are using a first day issue card. Then, or you know about the ephemeral card, bazaar card. So your knowledge should be with you. Nobody is going to ask you question or viva, but your knowledge, your research will be sensed by the viewer that you have done proper study on this subject. And the next important points to remember. So next slide. The rarity. Rarity is a subject which has to be studied for a longer period, where you can collect some old postcard pre-independence era, or silk era, or white border era, undivided backside era, then RPPC, real picture postcards, if you can procure from your friends or otherwise, it's good. You can use even privately produced postcards, right? But you have to prove it, why you are using it. There is a set of postcard which I received 2-3 years back from a friend of mine who is also attending this meeting. He produced a set of postcards for his wedding. So this is a privately produced postcard. But the content and the methodology of printing that postcard is so relevant, it can be used for any thematic, for seasons or music or celebration. So privately postcard, not prohibited, but you have to be ready with your answers why you have used it. Then condition, they should be in good quality. Then the audience can express his goodness to you that you have kept it in good condition. Then presentation, heading, subheading, clear, text is simple, method of display is neat, no resizing of postcard. You should not resize the original size of the postcard just because there is a dictation by the space. Then that exhibit will be losing its value. And the aesthetic balance has to be maintained in terms of the material of the postcard, texture of color of postcard, size, shape. So then entire postcard, when being viewed by a audience, you should feel like a film from beginning to end without any flashback. So this is all about postcard, exhibit, and the methodology. Now we go to the next agenda, where if you have any relevant and genuine query, we can answer it. And we should be ready to discuss it in a subtle manner so that everybody has got a chance to seek some information from all of us. So it's interactive. We all can pitch in to answer it. So I can request co-host and moderators that they can open other members in case they have got some questions to interact. So we are open. Over to Vinay and Aditya.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful orientation. And now I would request if anyone has any question regarding the exhibition or today's presentation, anything at all.
Yeah, Aditya, good evening. Praveen here.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you, Akhil sir, for explaining everything. There are certain doubts. It's the competition is only on the postcards, right?
Sir, first of all, we are not currently using the word competition.
Okay, okay,
This is,
right.
yes,
Exhibition.
yes.
Okay, the word exhibition. Sorry to use that. See,
No, not sorry. The main aim of this entire exhibition is to promote people to exhibit, to remove the fear from mind that we can further exhibit in higher exhibitions and places.
Yeah, that's fine. See, the entire exhibit should be only of the postcards, or 1 or 2 pages we can use stamps or MS relating things.
No, sir. Only postcards.
I said to you, in an open manner, you can use certain elements.
Okay.
Like I said, maps, some
Okay.
drawings
Mm-hmm.
on which no postcard has ever printed. Then, like for example, Praveen, you are from Karnataka and you are displaying on culture of Karnataka, and you wanted to make a point about Kharga dance, but there is no postcard, for example. But that time you can use a genuine newspaper clipping that this is also a cultural aspect of Karnataka. It can be accepted, but it should not be so frequent that the entire exhibit is dominated by other than the postcards. Clear, sir?
Here, because as you said one word, Karga, there are some special covers released on Karga.
I have answered you. You
Yeah.
can use
Postcard.
you can use it. You can use some articles which are not postcard, but due to your
Non-availability.
no, I'm not saying due to your impression, due to your thought, that article will go to enhance the beauty of our exhibit. You do it, but it should not be so frequent or so often that the entire thought process of having a postcard only exhibition is lost. So we are not encouraging at moment, but depending upon your topic theme, one or two articles to emphasize the importance of that theme, you are welcome.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
What Hakal sir means to say is that if it is really required, if that part of the story is missing and you can only replace it by using that particular item you are talking about, then please go ahead. Also, if you put something that is not permitted in that category, generally not permitted, you should always write that this is this thing. Suppose this is not a postcard, so you will write this is not a postcard, this is a paper clipping, or this is this material.
Okay, right.
So this is Jay Shaktivel from Chennai. I have one question to you. The question is, there is different types of postcards were published by international radios. The size of the postcards were world smallest postcard, world biggest postcard, something like that. They were published for their listeners. International radio stations were sent it to their listeners. If it is because you told that the postcard must be a proper UPU size, no? That is 6x4, something like that there, no? So could you please light on this particular question?
Dr. Shaktivel, what I'm trying to tell you is, International Radio has issued a postcard with the intention of what? With the intention of what?
To thank them that for listen their programs.
Okay. Out of say 100 postcards issued by International Radio, has any postcard traveled through the mail route?
Yeah, of course. It is from the airmail only. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you, like postcard issue by Starbucks, postcard issue by Air India, postcard issue by International Ham Radio Station, they all are permitted. Size and shape doesn't matter as long as this particular article has all the required element of a postcard.
Okay.
Am I clear, sir?
Yeah, of course. I got it. Thank you.
The main intention should that of it being posted. If you produce something and you have the intention of posting it, then that is valid. If some organization or the other prints that postcard with the intention of mailing it or posting it.
Thank you.
I see some Ocean Fund raising their hand.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Jalandhar also has a question. Hello, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Nikhil, sir. And thank you so much for explaining in a much better way the importance and everything. My question is that if there are two postcards, one is and both are traveled. One is ordinary and one is a registered postcard. I was surprised to see a registered postcard. So, which is better to exhibit?
Sir, may I submit one thing?
Yes, please.
In a lighter vein, not in a, it's just to make the mahal light करने के लिए. So
Yes,
the
yes,
registered postcard, yes sir. If you see the history of India Post, the registered postcard was introduced for legal intentions,
Right.
so that the receiver shouldn't deny of receiving it. In olden days, we used to have an acknowledgement card attached with the postcard. Even today, when UPSC examination takes place, they send you send a postcard with acknowledgement card, right? So the registration postcard has got no extra value except your requirement for acknowledgement.
Okay.
So it has got no added value,
Okay.
sir.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other member with any other question or interaction or suggestion?
If anyone has any problem regarding registration or they are not able to do that, please just come up and tell us. Also, I see Shalin Tongia. She has raised her hand. Let me unmute.
Thanks for giving me chance, but I am here, so it's okay.
Extremely sorry.
Sir, I just want to ask that, sir, one of my friend who knows that I like this theme of bicycles, and he has created a special postcard for me and posted it. Can we use it? Because it's not available anywhere. It is only printed once and just one copy of it.
I told you, privately produced postcard or ephemeral postcards are permitted, eligible, but it should have at least 3 to 4 elements of a postcard. That is called stock. Stock means it should have at least 300 GSM. It should have a non-digital print. It should have a space for fixing the stamp and address. Right? Otherwise, it's a greeting card. So, if the GCM is not, unless it is RPPC, but notwithstanding that, you use it, and later on when we meet in person, we can deliberate upon this aspect also. So it is now eligible. We will refine our other aspect for this kind of privately produced postcards.
Someone named Ocean Blue has some question.
Yeah.
Yes,
Good evening, sir. I have a question on the exhibit itself. I'm in a very unique dilemma, and that is I'm actually based out of Bombay, and all my physical postcards are in Bombay. But I have all the pictures of the postcards that I have received, and I want to exhibit according to the theme that I have. So can I use all the pictures of the postcards that I have received for the online exhibition?
Definitely,
yes,
you
yes,
can
yes, yes,
you
sir,
can
yes,
use
sir.
Corel Draw, you can use MS Publisher,
Anything.
you can use any software, but keep in mind that the postcard should be of the original dimension. I mean, their size should not be changed, and also the color and the color properties of the photo. Just keep them in original format, and then it is permitted.
May I know your
Sorry, the
good name?
connection is bad. I couldn't
May, may I
get
know
what
your
you
good
said about
may
the
I,
framing.
may I know your good name? Hello. The friend from Mumbai who wanted this question about dilemma. May I know
So there is
Yeah,
some network trouble from his side.
what? May I know your good name, sir?
my name is Yabor.
Okay, Sagar. This is like that. We are not judging your physical possession of postcard, right? If it is received by you, maybe it is lying somewhere else, but you have got the images. So basically, on virtual, we are
No, no. So
using
I
only.
have all the postcards. I've collected them. I've bundled them according to the theme.
So what is the dilemma?
So dilemma is right now that I don't have them physically, but I have them
We have never
on
asked.
my computer with all
We
the
have
pictures
never.
that I received of all the postcards. So my yeah.
Ab initio, we have answered it. We asking you to make your exhibit. We are not inspecting your postcard physically. Your honesty that these postcards are received by you or are in your possession is your honesty. You have taken undertaking. So you can use it very fairly. So there is no dilemma.
Okay. And what about so I know for the fact that it has to be a A4 size or paper. On that, so I have asked for or opted for one frame, which is about 50 postcards, right?
No,
No,
no, no, no, no, no. We have not said something like that. We have said use A4 size paper that is some 23 centimeter by 29 centimeter. You are using one postcard, two postcard, depending upon your theme, we don't know. And 16 paper will make one frame, right? So we are quantifying it. The 16 pages with 300 dpi resolution constitutes one frame. So one page, how many postcards you are fixing, in what fashion you are fixing is not our concern. But you cannot resize it to make best use of the paper. No, the postcard has to be in its original size.
Okay, thank you, Yabor. I see Vernon keep raising their hand. Maybe request them to speak.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I wanted to ask about the frames. So, one frame would be around 16 sheets. So,
Not
approximate,
around, not
right?
around, exactly
A4,
16
no?
sheet.
It is 16. Okay. Yeah. So, like, that 16 sheets means there are pages, right?
Yes, yes,
One,
A4 pages.
A4 pages. Okay. So, like, my exhibition, like, which I've made, like, the present, what I made is around 8 or 9 pages. Does it, like, have to be a certain, like, is it okay if it's an all even number?
listen very carefully.
Yeah.
One frame constitute 16 pages, right? But if you don't have article adequate enough to make 16 pages, not the issue. In that case, is a truncated exhibit. You can use 7 pages, 8 pages. Your creativity will not be curved by this number or frame. If you have got 5 pages, fine. We'll take it as one frame. Only 5 pages, no issue. Is it clear?
We
Am I
have
audible?
someone. Yes, sir, you are. We had someone named Atlas Kida with the username of Atlas Kida who'd like to ask something.
Hi. Sorry, I have logged in without changing my name. My name is Ashwin. I've had a word with Akhil sir some time back as well. Very quick questions and a query. You have mentioned that A4 is 23 centimeters by 29 centimeters. I work with print graphics a lot. That's what I do for a living. Just to correct, A4 is 21 by 29.7 centimeters. If you're taking a margin on all sides, it would be 1 centimeter plus. If you're mentioning A4, then it can't be 23. But if you're mentioning 23 by 29, then that's what it is. So please advise, what is it exactly?
So in colloquial language, we are using A4 because everybody goes to the market, JK Bond, A4 size. And it's at times A4 size, you will also have a little bit of less size. So no, the issue, we are just clarifying A4 or 23
A3.
by 20. No, not A3. I'm not talking A3. I'm talking A4 or 23 by 29.7. If you release the margin, it comes out on 21 by 29. That's the A4. So aim is the eligible paper which are available in the market is A4. And when you go to your computer, those who are computer literate, they can even have the customized page. So these sizes have been given for people who are not very computer savvy, so they understand the A4 page. So physically they can keep their postcard and see it is coming, and then they go to the computer. This is why I am saying, so we are not checking as per the ISI marks about the sizes, but generally A4 or 23 by 29.7 is our idea.
Sir, they may use A3 also, right?
See, A3 is used as a very advanced question. So we are dealing with people who are exhibiting first time. So we should control that thing so that A4
is very boring. Very boring.
Right, sir?
Okay, so that is one. Second query is there any specification on the font or the size of the font?
No. It depends upon space you want to utilize. But
Okay.
your text should not dominate your postcard.
Got it.
Next.
And it should be readable. Not be too small.
পছন্দ না কিছু করতে হবে না করতে হবে কিছু বলেন
Any other questions, sir?
I think Reek had a question to ask. Reek.
Yes, Reek.
Yes, Reek was messaging me that she couldn't unmute herself. So can you unmute her?
Just a minute. Who wants to be unmuted?
It's Reek Vandermast.
Okay, I have requested her to unmute herself.
Now I'm on mute.
Reek,
okay. I want to know, I have my cards, but some are a little bit bigger and they overlap half a centimeter. Is that allowed or is that also not allowed?
Allowed.
Yeah? Okay.
Allowed.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Not much, but that was it. Thank you.
We have Osman. I think just let me unmute.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, sir. Thanks for your wonderful presentation on the exhibit. On the 15th of September, we have to submit the title or the intro. So actually, what should we do? We should submit the complete exhibit of frame, or just what title, and I have to just give an intro with a card?
That's all. A synopsis elaborating what you are going to show in the full present exhibit. So one page enough, with a small introduction about your plan and title, and the plan should have how you are utilizing the remaining pages, like in a tabular form. Serial 1, introduction, page number 2, serial number 2, origin of architecture, like this. So only one page of introduction or title plan is required. So your title, plan to exhibit, and the introduction a little bit to understand, so that we can categorize all these exhibit in one, group because of your introduction.
Okay. So it is like giving a content also, like
Synopsis,
what are
synopsis.
my
Synopsis.
Okay, fine. And one more small question on this.
And in synopsis, we will request you to give one odd images of a postcard, so we understand physically what is going to be displayed.
Okay. And the one question on this being an online exhibit, are we going to be shortlisted as such, or
No, everybody who is registering, anybody who is registered will be on air with his exhibit.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
To be clear, we do not have any entry fee. We do not have any strict criteria that you have to meet. You can be a rookie, you can be a beginner. There is no obligation that you have to be an expert or have some rare items in your collection. You can exhibit anything that you have that is a postcard, any type of postcard.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome. If anyone has any question, kindly reach us out. Dheeraj, you were saying something earlier. I could not hear you. I think that is it then. Also, please be sure to visit the site and register yourself as soon as possible, because you need time to think about the exhibit and how you have to make it. You do not have enough time, so please just register yourself quickly. Akhil sir, with your permission, should we end the meeting now?
So no more questions. Then thank you that we had 33 participants. And while we were planning, me and Aditya and Vinay, we just thought 15 odd audiences, but so that very, encouraging response from the members. In the dying moment, any other question we are available to help you out in that. If there is no question, then we can terminate the meeting.
Also, sir, for the knowledge, at the peak time, we had 55 plus participants. And during your presentation, we had around 48, 49 participants.
Very good, sir. Very good, sir. So there is no more, questions. Then we wish good luck to all the participants for their unrestricted support for this event, and look forward more interaction online, WhatsApp or email. So with that, we say good night, and the host can close the meeting.
Also, to tell everyone, we have lot of good news coming up. We have lot of things being released by different circles. So just stay tuned, stay connected with us.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone, and thank you for being with us. Thank you very much.
Good night. Thank you.